Hello all of you beautiful people, welcome back to another video. And in today's video I am going to be doing a reading vlog. I actually started filming this reading vlog back in May. It is currently November. But that's because when I was filming this video I was currently almost 9 months pregnant, and I had my son in June, on June 15th. So that's part of the reason why it's taking me so long to finish this video. But yeah, so I hope you guys enjoy it. It's gonna be my first vlog. It's gonna be a little choppy, but I'm gonna try to edit it to make it better. But in this video I will be reading Frankenstein, Dracula, Six of Crows, and Crooked Kingdom. Those are the 5 books I wanted to read within this video. And yeah, I really hope you guys enjoy it, and I would really love to know what you guys are reading in this beautiful month of November now. And yeah. All you beautiful people, I am back with a reading update. As you guys probably saw in the last clip, as you guys probably saw in the last clip, I did indeed finish Frankenstein. 5 out of 5 star read. Honestly, we're just gonna hop it right into it. It's a 5 out of 5 star. I think everybody should read this, and I think this book actually has some very deep meanings, whether they were meant to be there or not. Like, I think this book is a great example of how us as humans and us as man, when we create something, we don't think it through fully, and then we come to fear it once we finish it, and it just all domino effects onto us. And I also think this is a great example of how people perceive other people, and just how us as humans, we base things off of how somebody looks and not getting to know them deep inside, and how that can affect the way they see life. And yeah, I absolutely loved it. Like I said, 5 out of 5 stars. That is all I will say about it, since my brain's not quite working. But yes, I highly enjoyed it, and I do think everybody should read it. So yeah, that is my first reading update of this vlog. Is I did finally finish Frankenstein, and now we are going to get started on Dracula. I did already started because I finished Frankenstein yesterday. Yesterday was Friday the 24th. So I did end up finishing it a day after the day I said I would finish it, but I still finished it, and I did start on Dracula. So yeah, I'm currently on the technical 3rd chapter, and I think I think reading this book will go by fairly quickly. It's actually quite, I don't know the right wording to put this because my brain's not working because I'm so pregnant. But I think this is going to be a fairly quick read. There we go. I think this is going to be a fairly quick read. It captures you, and yeah, I am hoping to get this done here within the next day or two. Hopefully, fingers crossed. I haven't been able to finish a book within 3 days since last year when I read Emily Wilde's. So yeah, let's see how this goes, and I hope you guys enjoy this next clip. Okay, I am here with an update on Dracula because I just realized that I just hit the halfway point. Well, a little over the halfway point, and I have not given an update. So I'm gonna go ahead and give you guys an update real quick before I continue reading. Bram Stoker's Dracula. So first of all, we have several different perspectives in the book, which honestly surprised me because I didn't expect that. So we have the perspective of Jonathan Harker, the perspective of Mina Murray and Lucy Westenra, butchering the name, and we have really my brain died. Then we have the perspectives of some of their daily newspapers, which we have the cutting from the Daily Graph, and then we have the perspective of Dr. Seward, or Seward. No, Seward. I don't know. I'm butchering the names. It's fine. And yeah. So there's that interesting tidbit. So we start off from Jonathan's perspective, and he is actually traveling to the castle of Count Dracula. And while he is traveling there, he's going through a lot of the southern towns that's outside of Transylvania that the people are worried about his well-being. And by the time he gets to right before he arrives at the castle is when he starts to get really uneasy and is like, well, what's going on? And then he travels with this group of people in this carriage to another town, and then they stop in the middle of the road where there's another road going off, kind of like a fork in the road. Anyway, he gets off because this other carriage is picking him up, and then they go to Dracula's castle, and this man is weird, okay? And Jonathan sees that this man is weird and is like, what the fuck is going on? And finds it very odd and strange. And then he arrives at Count Dracula's castle, and he pretty much gets taken prisoner there, and just this amount of events happen. And then it drops from Jonathan's point of view, because creepy things happened. And it goes to Mina's point of view. And kind of to Lucy's point of view. Like it kind of switches back and forth between them, kind of. But it goes to Mina's point of view, and Mina and Lucy are visiting this town that is apparently off of the beach. That there's a harbor, and it's a really nice little town, and Lucy starts sleepwalking again, and Mina watches over her while she is there with her. And then this event happens because the freight ship that shipped off Dracula and his 3 wives, I believe. I'm not quite sure. I think it was Dracula and his 3 wives that he got shipped with from a Russian ship shows up on the harbor, but the captain is dead and there's no crew on board. And it is weird as fuck, and it is so unsettling. I wouldn't say that I'm really getting scared from this book, but it is very unsettling. Anyways, to continue on, that happens, and then I want to say like the night of the ship arriving, or the day after, like the night after the ship arrived, Lucy actually sleepwalks out of her bedroom, and Mina. So Lucy sleepwalks out of her bedroom that she's sharing with Mina, and Mina wakes up and finds her not there, and then she finds her sitting at this chapel, and she thought she saw a dark figure with red eyes standing behind Lucy, and then she blinks or she looks away, I can't remember, and the figure is gone, and just Lucy sitting there with 2. Actually, no. Then Mina rushes over to Lucy and puts her into the shawl that Mina grabbed when she left, and put it around Lucy's shoulders, and then put the pin up as close to her neck as possible so she stays nice and warm. And she thinks that she pricked her and went through the skin because there's 2 red holes on Lucy's neck. And then she puts her shoes onto Lucy, and then they go back to the house, and they decide not to tell Lucy's mother because she has a heart problem. And then that happens, and then she finally hears from Jonathan, because Mina and Jonathan are engaged. So Mina hears from Jonathan, and then she goes ahead and leaves so she can nurse him back to health, because he went through a very traumatic experience at Count Dracula's castle, and he thought he was going visibly insane because of the things that he saw while out at Count Dracula's castle. And yeah, that entire thing goes down. They get married, and then it goes to Lucy's point of view and Dr. Seward's point of view, because Dr. Seward, Arthur Holmwood, and I can't remember his name. Hold on. Give me just a second. And Quincy Morris all proposed to Lucy on the same day, but Lucy chose Arthur to marry. But Dr. Seward is still a very, very close friend of Lucy's and Arthur's, and so is Quincy. So then it goes to her perspective, because she keeps getting attacked. Excuse me. She still keeps getting attacked in her sleep, and she started to lose a lot of color in her face because, her blood is being taken from her. And yeah, she's slowly being turned into a vampire, and all of this stuff is going down. And then her mother dies from a wolf breaking into the castle, into the window of Lucy's bedroom at her and her mother's house. and her mother dies from her heart condition, which is very sad. And then Lucy is declared dead a day after that, I believe, or 3 days after that, something like that. I don't remember. And it was all very traumatic for these three men and Dr. Van Helsing, because he did come for aid when Dr. Seward called for him, and there's just a lot of this stuff going on, and it is just really interesting. So yeah, that is my kind of reading update. I know I probably explained it really bad. And that there is some spoilers in this, but it is Bram Stoker's Dracula, and I feel like having spoilers in this is fine. But I will still put a spoiler alert at the beginning of this so people know. But yeah, right now we are where Dr. Van Helsing actually finally tells Dr. Seward what's going on, because Dr. Seward has not put the pieces together very well. So he's been wondering what the hell Dr. Van Helsing's been doing, and the weird way he's been acting, and all of this stuff. And yeah. So now we are to see what Lucy's doing now that she is apparently mortal. I'm not quite sure if she actually is or not, or if she actually was buried or not, or whatnot. But yeah, that's where what we're at, and there's just so much information in this book. It's hard to kind of tell you guys exactly what's going on. But yeah, I am at the halfway point. I'm hoping to finish the rest of this over today and tomorrow. I am here with a reading update because, as you guys just saw, I did just finish Dracula. And this is probably only going to be a 4 out of 5 star rating for me. We're just going to jump right into it. Yeah, this book is probably going to be a 4 out of 5 star rating for me. It's not quite it was still good, but it wasn't quite a 5-star read for me. And it was just so incredibly long. Like, it was just so, this entire book is just so long. And it is currently May 31st. It's currently Friday. And yeah, finished it. It was good. Not at all what I was expecting, honestly. I'm gonna be honest. Like, yeah, just not at all what I was expecting. This book follows a lot of the old black and white movies of Dracula or Nosferatu or any of those movies. It follows that a lot more than the actual Bram Stoker film that was made in the 90s with Winona Ryder and Keanu Reeves, I believe. But yeah, there's not much of an update to give. I mean, it was just a lot. And for anybody who wants to read it, I will say make sure you read a lighter book before. Don't be like me and read Frankenstein right before reading Dracula. And with that being said, yeah, just be weary. That is just a very long book to get through. But it was good, and I did quite enjoy it. So yeah, there's my update on that, and we are gonna get into the next book. as you guys just saw, I finished reading Emily Wilde's Map of the Other Ones. I have not updated this reading vlog in months, mostly because I had my son, which he is back here, waking up, starting to wake up, so I better make this quick. But yeah, I started filming this reading vlog in May. It is now October and a week away from Halloween. So we see how that went. But yeah, I'm just gonna add, I just decided to vlog like the rest half of this book for this vlog, because this vlog is actually gonna be very short on the other hand, and hopefully I will add a few more clips in here before I finish this vlog. But I just, like I said, I decided to go ahead and add my review of Emily Wilde's Map of the Otherlands, which is the second book to Emily Wilde's Encyclopedia of Fairies. Excuse me. Anyways, this book, oh my god, this book, I loved it. We literally follow Emily through finding Wendell's not really portal, Wendell's door to his fairy realm, because if anybody's seen the first one, which I guess I should put some spoiler alerts in here, which I will put on the screen earlier, but spoiler alert, Wendell's a fairy. But if you read the first book, you would know that already. But yeah, we follow Emily, who's looking for Wendell's door, and Wendell is also being followed to be assassinated, and his stepmother is wanting to assassinate him for him trying to take back her throne. And just, yeah, it's just an amazing story, and I love how Emily and Wendell grow closer. And this is just my favorite, honestly, one of my favorite series I've ever read, because I absolutely adore fairies. I have loved fairies since I was very small, and this adult book with fairies in it, like, I love Poe too, and Poe does show up in this book as well. And it's amazing, and Emily Wilde is amazing, and I just love this entire book. So yeah, I know, not really in depth, but I don't want to put too much spoilers in here. And yeah, this book was definitely a 5-star from me, and I cannot wait until the third book comes out in February, I believe. So yeah. And lastly, before I finish this clip up, I know I talked about this in my intro, I did read Six of Crows, but I did not film anything for Six of Crows, because like I said, I was reading this, I was going to, and then I was reading this literally days before I went up to giving birth to my son. So yeah, finally read it. Beautiful, loved it. I am currently reading the second book, so I will let you guys know about that as well while I finish up this vlog. And yeah, Six of Crows by Leigh Bardugo is amazing. Okay, full 5-star read. I am so glad I finally read it. And Kaz is amazing, all of the characters are amazing, and I love that we go through an entire heist in this book, and it's just beautifully written as well, and I loved it. I'm not going to say much about it because I didn't know a lot going into it, and I think it should stay that way, but you do follow a heist and like 5 or 6 different characters, and it's just amazing. And I love that it really has a hold on characters change and grow and just pulling you into this universe. It was just so amazing. So yeah, guys, so I'm back with a reading update. I did not film any clips of me reading the second book to Six of Crows, mostly because I just don't know how I'm going to put this video together as it is. So yeah, but we are going to talk about it, okay? So we're not going to get into a lot of detail about it because this book is very much going to give away the first book's ending. So yeah, we're not gonna go too into detail. All I'm gonna say is that for both books, for both of the duology books, they're 5 out of 5 out for me. They were fantastic. I loved every single bit of them. This one did make me cry. It was so sad. But yeah, I finished it, and it's honestly one of my favorite two book series ever, for fantasy specifically. And it's just a must read. I suggest getting into this book without knowing anything about it, because I did, and that's part of the reason why I probably love it, is because I had no expectations of this book. And yeah, so highly recommend. Read Six of Crows, read Crooked Kingdom after, and yeah. And I believe this is actually the last clip to this video. I'm also going to film, because this was the last book I wanted to at least add to this video. And yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching, and I will hopefully, like I said, start posting regularly on my schedule that's on my YouTube channel, and hopefully I will be starting another reading vlog soon, and hopefully I will figure out how to actually film them to be entertaining and good without it being like really choppy and disgusting to watch. So let's see how this reading vlog does, and I would definitely love to hear from you guys. But without further ado, I will see all of you beautiful people in the next video. Bye bye.